When you're playing as a jungler, the one role on your team that you really hope is not too inexperienced is the roamer role. They could either make the game extremely challenging or make it super smooth. From my experience of playing solo all this time, I have realized how important this role is. I will say even more important than the gold laner. Luckily, this is one of those matches that I got teamed up with a very well versed roamer player. This video is brought to you by Red Magic Nova Gaming Tablet. The Red Magic Nova Gaming Tablet not only has one of the best looking and most futuristic designs, but it's also one of the most powerful tablets right now. It's the world's first gaming tablet that is powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 leading version chip, which will allow you to play any AAA games with ease. And if you're worried about overheating it for playing for too long, especially those games with heavy graphics, then you don't have to worry, because you can turn on the fan and it's the first tablet with an internal 3D heat pipe, allowing you to have a very long gaming session. Also at the back, you can even turn on these RGB lights. It has a 2.8 crystal clear resolution screen with 144Hz refresh rate, which makes the graphic looks absolutely incredible on this device. This battery also lasts a very long time, but more importantly, it can be charged extremely fast. If you like what you saw, get your own Red Magic Nova gaming tablet by using the link in the description.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
Those idiots could never predict my moves. Ha! Ha! What could be more fun than that?
I like how she's proactive and not just waiting for me to finish the buff.
I swear, you've never seen magic like this.
In contrast, the roamer is doing the passive and standard approach of babysitting the gold laner. With a roamer like Hylos, they also could have gone for the aggressive approach as well. They have Granger as the jungler, and from my experience, he alone cannot clear the jungle that fast. So there's really not that risk of him going for our orange buff yet. We might as well take as much of the jungle camp as possible.
Is no indicator of strength. Ha! 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 Ha!
The Granger tries to get back his farm, but it's too late at this point. Walls, my kryptonite. Their jungler is very on their farm, so it's very unlikely he will even attempt to go for the turtle. Which means he will most likely just play passive and go for his purple buff instead.
See, burn! Burn!
You have slain an enemy!
If you know yourself, you could also think like the enemy and predict their movement. I don't want to use retribution here, so let's wait for my first skill.
An ally slain the turtle!
Every day is a fun day. Here.
The roamer is dead and their mage is in the bottom lane. We shouldn't stop the aggression.
Killing spree!
With this kind of start, the only way for us to lose will be if some of my teammates get the sleeper treatment from their mom, because they have been playing too much.
Those idiots could never predict my moves.
Launch attack! Burn! An enemy has been slain! Mega kill!
A lot of time I see that people hesitate to go for a tank, but if you know your team has enough firepower and the roam is a bit out of position, then absolutely feel free to go for a tank.
An enemy has been slain. Your team destroyed a turret.
Burn! Burn!
An enemy has been slain. Battle spell in cooldown.
Usually you don't want to clear the maximum minion wave, but here it seemed like we had a really good chance to push and destroy the turret if we clear this fast.
What could be more fun than magic?
Battle spell is ready.
Seeing is not necessarily believing.
You destroyed a turret.
We don't need to go soft on the bad guys. Burn! Burn!
Their Hilo seems to be blaming his team, but to be honest, he allowed us to get such a huge head start that I wouldn't even blame the jungler for that rough start. I probably would have been in that same situation if the opposite team decided to invade my jungle but had no assistant at all.
Your team
It is what it is. It's often easier to blame external factors than to look inward and take responsibility. But to be fair, we all tend to do this to some extent, with varying degrees depending on the person.
Pick a card, any card.
monster kill. An enemy has been slain.
Greatest magician in the world.
Request battle.
I have been in Granger's shoes before, and probably a lot of you have been as well, where you're also left to fend for yourself when the opponent is invading your jungle. And we know that it's not easy to overcome.
You've never seen magic.
I had to say something.
Just stick to my plan. Ha!
Always gotta prioritize their backline.
Burn! Burn!
Double kill.
Magic to me is like wings to a bird.
Destroyed a turret.
Ha! We don't need to go soft on the bad guys. Burn! Burn!
Legendary.
I will stand up for her anytime. Burn! Burn!
Mega kill. Double kill.
She got so scared. XD.
You destroyed a turret. Ally has slain
Never
Lord.
seen magic like this.
Once again, their tank is out of position, so in this kind of situation, don't hesitate and go for the kill.
Legendary. Monster kill. Double kill. Legendary.
I personally consider Mathilda as one of the best roamers to team up with. She just allows making plays so much easier, and you always have a way out with her around.
Destroyed a turret.
For you is the greatest magician in the world. Burn! Burn!
Legendary.
have no idea what the hell this Sushin and Melissa were yapping about. It seemed like we had some internal bickering. People are so petty sometimes. Actually, most of the time.
Ally has been slain. Legendary.
Those idiots could never predict my moves.
They are coming to contest the Lord and we are outnumbered. One of us is down and Sushin is in the bottom lane. We should try to use the Lord as a bait and remove one of them from the picture first.
Initiate retreat. Legendary. Double kill. Backup.
Is no indicator of strength.
Ally has slain Thor.
Our Sushin refuses to join the fight now because of their little argument. I could see us totally throwing this game if we prolong this for too long. I ain't taking that chance. Fortunately, the Roma and I had such a great teamwork that we managed to finish the game quickly, and they ain't allowed these petty shenanigans to make a huge impact yet. The stats say the whole story. This game we should have had 2 MVP medals. I checked his stats after the game because of how impressed I was with his Matilda. His win rate doesn't really reflect how well he plays, but I think he probably would have a better win rate if he only had played Matilda more. Winky face.